Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco. Today I'm very excited. I have 4 slabs to show you all. So I just got back from the Lexington convention. It was a little one-day convention. Still got my Pops comic shirt on. We were set up there with our booth and, selling some stuff, but then also was up there looking to buy some stuff. I had a list of books that I was looking for. One in particular that I did get, and then a couple others that I just happened to find, and I thought they were good prices. So first book I'm going to show you is not from the convention, but I just got it in the mail, so I figured I'd show it off. Picking and Punching just did a CGC unboxing about a week or so ago, and he got a book that I thought was pretty cool, and I shot him a message, and he sold it to me. So definitely excited to show that, and I'm gonna show this off first before we get into the convention stuff. But in total, I have 4 slabs total to show off, starting with Thor 411, and this is incidentally the first appearance of the new Warriors, right? Yeah, I didn't buy it for that reason. I bought this because it's an awesome Thor versus Juggernaut cover. Not sure if this is the first Thor versus Juggernaut, but it's one that I really like. Has the custom logo or custom label on there as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I just think it's a really awesome cover. And if you look behind me, I have my first Thor, I have my first Juggernaut, and even though this is not an expensive book, and some people might not think it's wall worthy, I've really been focused on like the idea of like these sets. And so this one set that I'm working on is Thor versus covers. So here, in between my first Thor and Iron Man 1, I have, again, what I think is the first cover of Thor versus Iron Man. And so I'm going to rework this wall somehow, some way, to also have, this Juggernaut versus Thor cover in between Juggernaut and Thor. Like I said, got that one from Pickin' and Punchin'. Super, super cool. Also going to be talking about him later this upcoming week, because he sent me some other stuff, which will be fun to show you all. But that's it for the haul section, the haul slabs section. I got stuff from the con, so I'm complicating things while trying to be secretive. But so the first 2 books here from the con that I'm going to show you were books that I weren't necessarily looking for. It just, like I said, right place, right time, right price. And so I bought both of these books together, got a little bit off. I was like, how about this much for these 2? And I was like, okay, fine. So first book I got here is XMen 142. It is an 8.0. And it's just a really awesome, iconic cover. I do believe it's part 2 of Days of Future Past, if I recall. Yeah, because 141 is part 1, yeah. Anyway, so really cool Sentinel cover. And I don't know why, but I've had Sentinels on the brain lately. Little spoiler-ish, I guess, thing. I nearly bought an X-Men 14 while I was at the convention. I don't know why. I've just been really wanting that book. And it was a pretty nice copy, like maybe a 6 to 7, I'd say. It was raw, and I came pretty close to buying that book. And especially because I bought this one earlier because it was so cheap. That I was like, man, it would be kind of cool to get this one and X-Men 14. But I had my sight on something else, and yeah, that'll be coming up. But again, so basically I got this book for $50, and it's just a really cool cover. I like X-Men 141, I think everyone, that's the iconic Days of Future Past book, but I prefer this cover over that one. And then the next book I got in that bundle was Spiderman 606, which is an awesome J. Scott Campbell, which is going to go on my Black Cat wall, which I, again, don't entirely know where I'm going to put that. But I'm collecting awesome Black Cat covers. I have 607 already. I bought that one because I actually prefer 607 to 606. I do like 606 as well. Obviously, I bought it. This one, 9.4. So pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. So I have 606, I have 607. I have the Peach Momoko #1 Black Cat. Eventually my Spider-Man 194 will come back from grading, I guess. And I have a what's it called? Not Infinity Gauntlet, but it's the Jiang Li where she's got the Infinity Gauntlet on. I can't remember. Infinity Score. That's what it was. It's like Infinity something. And so the big book to show off here, which it was a struggle. There wasn't a ton of this book at the convention, and so my options were kind of limited. This was the number one book that I wanted to get this weekend, if I could make anything happen. It was a little, even though this is a low grade book, it was a little higher than what I wanted to get with budget in mind. You know, obviously the higher the grade the better. But I saw this opportunity. I did have the money. I just didn't necessarily want to spend this much money. But, you know, I got swept away, and not that I regret it. Not that I think I paid a pretty fair price on it. I don't feel like I was, you know, juiced on it or anything. Like I said, it was just more of like I was aiming for a lower grade, but it's a hard book to find regardless, and so I was reviewing my options on eBay, and so I guess as a little teaser, I got, let's see, how can I show this off? There we go. I got a 3.5. I was more so originally kind of aiming for a 1. Maybe stretch it up, maybe 1.5, 1.8, maybe a 2. However, so I saw this one, and I was able to work out a deal that I felt was pretty fair, and big book being added here. I hope I've added enough suspense, because here it is. Fantastic Four 48. So I do have 49 and 50 raw that I need to get graded. Even faster now to add to the wall. First appearance of the Silver Surfer, first mention of Galactus. Awesome, iconic cover with the Watcher. This book is huge. I've been wanting this book for a long time. It's just a big one, and it has to be a really, really cool book for me to care about a Fantastic Four book, let me tell you that. But it's an awesome Grail that I'm super excited to put up here. And this is where things are going to be getting more and more complicated, as when you're collecting individual cool books, you know, First Living Tribunal, or, you know, Miles and Gwen, you know, Spider-Gwen, and, you know, First Gambit, you know, you have these things that sit up here by themselves. But when you start putting things into sets, it makes things more complicated. So I'm going to mess around with my wall here. I don't know. I mean, obviously, that's hitting the wall. I'm not super worried about this one, because eventually I'm working on making a separate black wall dedicated, or separate dedicated, I said black wall, separate dedicated black cat wall. There we go. I got it out of my mouth. So there is, again, a third row up above where the camera can see. So I might just put it up there for now, type thing. This one would be cool to put with my X-Men, but I'm not super worried about it. And then this one, even though, again, not a huge book, definitely got to get it to go in my Thor versus. But yeah, as I start getting, like so again, I have 49.50 that need to get graded, put on the wall, and then I need to get Silver Surfer 1, 3, and 4. And it's like, that's another 3 books. That's 6 books that have to go all together. There's only 20 spots on the wall. I need a bigger wall, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do, but let's go ahead and cue the music montage and see what I can get going here. Okie dokie, so there it is. I removed off the wall 3 books. I didn't put the 142 on the wall, but again, I don't know, it's just a cool book to have in the collection. So I removed the Spotlight 28, the first solo Moon Knight story. Actually, all Moon Knight books here. So there's 2 more books that I made room for. So I got rid of Moon Knight 1, and then Moon Knight, what is this, 2029? I always figure it's 29 or 28. Really cool cover. But yeah, we had a bunch of Moon Knight books up there, and I'm making room for more Black Cat books. So this is my little Black Cat focus section that is currently up there. Again, I do want to eventually try to make a different section to really just have a focus. I don't know why, I just really like Black Cat. But anyway, so yeah, so I really like this. So starting with the X-Men 12, and then we have the Thor 411. So Juggernaut versus Thor, and then in between them is the Journey into Mystery 83, first Thor. And then we have the Iron Man, I forget the number, but Thor versus Iron Man. And then on the other side we have Iron Man number 1. And then obviously right there, I put the Fantastic Four 48. Not necessarily, I don't know, it's not really up like a full front and center. Like maybe I could swap it and put it here and scoot everything else down, but then that'll kind of lose even more focus on the Iron Man maybe. But I also think you can see it. It's so iconic and recognizable, you know what it is. So it's up there. In between, I mean, some awesome books as well, Iron Man 1 and Marvel Spotlight 5. Then yeah, I just made sure to put the X-Men down here, you know, in the X-Men area. I had to move Werewolf by Night 32, which I did like having next to Ghost Rider, but I just couldn't figure that out. And then I got rid of, oh yeah, where did I put, oh yeah, okay. I got rid of 252 off the wall as well. And then, so I put my signed first Living Tribunal next to my signed first Null. So I thought it was nice to have those 2 books next to each other. Right above that is actually my signed Lethal Protector. So got all that, my signed stuff. Yeah, there's none over there. It's just all in that little corner over there. Well, all that's on the wall. I have some other signed books. But anyway, so yeah, that is my update to the wall. I'll kind of duck out here so you can get a full view. Again, just always improving, adding cooler and cooler books. And even in some ways, you know, adding some things that are actually technically lowering the value. You know, I probably made up for it with that. So yeah, pretty happy with everything that's going on. A little stressed, trying to figure out where I'm going to have to make cuts in order to get you know, Fantastic Four 49 and 50 on the wall. I have some other cool books that need to get graded as well. I'll be sending in several. I need to look at those books. I can't remember how many books I have to send in, but I'll probably be doing that pretty soon. I have a first Iron Fist and crap, what's that other book that I sent in with that? Oh, and a Doctor Strange number 1 coming back at some point. Probably pretty soon, probably in a week or 2, I think. But anyway, so like I don't even know if that Doctor Strange is. That's the thing. The Iron Fist is part of another set because it's going to be the Netflix Defenders. So I have. Oh no, Luke Cage. I don't think I sent Doctor Strange in yet. I sent in Luke Cage and. Or no, maybe the other way around. I haven't sent in Luke Cage yet. Yeah, because I bought him with Fantastic Four 49 and 50. That's what it was. So I need to get Luke Cage graded as well. And I don't know where. I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know. I think maybe soon there might be some shifts in my room in which I might be able to make a bigger comic wall. Only time will tell. The couch might have to go. I keep saying that. But that's going to be it, though, for today. I do have another video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a little extra bonus video. Something really cool happened. I'm not going to spoil it. A really awesome opportunity came up, and I snatched it. And, yeah, I have a really cool experience. I was trying to give some kind of hint, and I can't really talk about it until tomorrow. But it's going to be really interesting. And yeah, that's going to be it though for today. Super awesome haul for today. That's all I got. I'm still I kind of in shock over getting that 48. I didn't know if it was going to happen. It was originally priced out of not the budget that I wanted to spend, but the budget that I actually had money for. So I was like, for a long time, pretty much the whole con, I was like, I can't get it. You know, it's just not going to happen. And I was able to talk him down to a price, and I got it. And I still, it kind of in this world where it's like, I can't believe it. It's like, wait a minute, that's my book up there, you know? So thank you all so much for watching. Lots of interesting stuff. Like I said, bonus video coming up tomorrow, and giveaway update coming this weekend. Like I said, I've been saying for a little while, extra stuff have been coming in from the community, and so I have my 3 slabs that I'm giving away for the 1,000 sub giveaway. But there's even more stuff coming up, and we're inching closer and closer. We're getting very, very close to 1,000 subscribers, and there's going to be just a ton of books to give away. So that video will be coming out probably Friday, I'm pretty sure. But that's going to be it, though, for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ha 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 ha!